Okay, let's talk about one of the biggest headaches for any leader today. How in the world are you supposed to drive consistent, top-tier performance when everything around you, your market, your tech, your team, is constantly changing? It really feels like you have to pick one or the other, right? But what if you don't?
So let's just get right to it with the big question every leader is wrestling with. Do you double down on stable, predictable performance, or you go all in on being flexible and adaptable? You know, it often feels like you can't have both, that if you push for one, you automatically give up the other. This is the exact tension we're going to pull apart today. Well, the answer to that puzzle is a little something called Agile leadership. And what is that, really? It's a way of leading that just flat out refuses to choose. Instead, it's all about mastering the art of sparking innovation and rolling with the punches, all while, at the same time, delivering that rock-solid performance your organization absolutely depends on.
Okay, so that sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually do it? Well, it's not some kind of magic trick. It's a method. We like to think of it as a playbook, and we're going to break it all down into a really simple three-pillar framework you can start thinking about today.
So, here are the three core plays in our playbook. First up, charting direction. That's all about setting the vision. Then, empowering people, because you've got to give your team the trust and the tools to get the job done. And finally, number 3, building the system. This is where you create the actual environment where all this agility can happen. Let's dig into each one.
All right, let's jump into our first pillar, charting direction. You know, this is the absolute foundation. It's the leader's job to set that North Star for the team, to give them a super clear picture of where you're all headed, and this is the important part, why it matters.
And look, charting direction isn't something you do once and then just forget about. It's a continuous loop. It all starts with fostering innovation. You have to create an environment where people feel safe enough to take risks and even fail. But great ideas are useless if nobody wants them, right? So they have to be grounded by maintaining a serious customer focus. Get your team talking to real users, understanding real problems. And finally, you have to get amazing at delivering ideas effectively. That means your job is to be the world's best roadblock remover, getting great concepts out of a notebook and into the market. It's a constant cycle. Innovate, check in with the customer, and deliver.
A brilliant vision is, well, it's just a dream without a brilliant team to make it real. And that brings us right to our second pillar, empowering people. As an Agile leader, your role totally shifts. You're not a commander anymore. You're a coach, the person who enables your team to do the absolute best work of their lives.
And this right here illustrates the point perfectly. Look at the left side. When you have vague goals, you just get confusion, wasted time, and a whole lot of stress. But on the right, when you set crystal clear expectations, you give your team focus, you give them autonomy, and you get everyone aligned. They know exactly what the goal is, and they're empowered to figure out the smartest way to get there.
Just as critical is the kind of feedback you give. Poor feedback just crushes morale. Constructive feedback, though, is an incredible tool for growth. A really simple way to think about it is the situation behavior impact model. You just state the specific situation, describe the behavior you saw, and then explain its impact. See? It's not about judging someone, it's about giving them the data they need to learn and get even better for the next time.
Okay, so you've pointed the way and you've empowered your people. The final pillar, the one that holds it all together, is building the system. This is all about creating the processes, the structures, and the culture that support everything else. It's the environment that truly makes both performance and adaptability possible.
And here's the absolute key to the system. What you measure is what you get. I mean, if all your metrics are about efficiency and output, you're going to create a team that's terrified to try anything new. An Agile leader gets that you have to measure both sides of the coin, not just performance, but also the things that fuel adaptability, like how fast your team is learning or how many new ideas are being tested. You've got to track both to have a healthy system.
So with all three of these pillars clicking into place, we can finally tackle the ultimate challenge for any Agile leader, mastering that constant balancing act between those two really powerful and sometimes competing forces.
On one side of the scale, you've got performance. This is all about stability, efficiency, hitting your numbers. It's predictable. On the other side, you have adaptability. This is the world of innovation, flexibility, and learning. It's about being ready for whatever comes next. An Agile organization absolutely needs both to win.
And this chart, this shows you exactly what we're aiming for. It is not about maxing out performance while forgetting how to adapt. And it's definitely not about constant change with zero results. The real goal is a dynamic balance, keeping both performance and adaptability high.
It's an equilibrium you have to consciously manage, day in and day out. I love this quote because it just nails it. Your main job isn't just to demand results. It's to provide the tools, the system, and the support to help your team manage this balance for themselves. You're the architect of the whole system that makes this balance even possible.
So, when we boil it all down, what are the big takeaways from our playbook? It's that you, as the leader, you're the architect. You chart that clear, customer-obsessed direction. You empower your people with super clear expectations. And you design a system that measures what actually matters. Your ultimate job is to actively manage that delicate balance between delivering today and being ready for tomorrow. So we'll leave you with this final thought. You now have the playbook, the core framework for Agile leadership. The only question left is, what's the first play you're going to run with your team tomorrow?